Hey y'all. Okay, so just last week a few days ago I asked what can I do about my Monstera Thai constellations because they were stagnant. Thank you to everyone who responded and answered my question. I do have to talk about my Thai constellation. So I have two. They both were almost like neck and neck, like, ooh, I'm gonna grow a big leaf, and the other one was like, ooh, I'm gonna grow an even bigger leaf. What's up? They haven't grown new leaves in, I don't know, since maybe July, August. It's December. They're both in pond leca, and I don't know. I just feel like the growth is at a standstill. The roots are healthy. I haven't changed any lighting. Like this one, can you? Yeah. This one, it gets Soltec light 12 hours a day, like everybody else in this corner. It loves it. The leaves are healthy, perky, and the water reservoir stays high, and I do let it have dry periods. That hasn't changed. I don't know. It's doing fine, but it's at a standstill, and so I'm a little bit annoyed. So what can I do to help it grow? I know some people say, well, it's like winter and they slow down. That doesn't apply to me because my humidity stays the same year round. Lighting stays the same year round. Most of my plants, majority of my plants do thrive off of my artificial lighting and not necessarily the window lighting. So that aspect, it hasn't really changed. So I have a year round same. I forgot who put it. I'm going to put it right here. They were like, maybe it's root bound. That was like the last thing I was thinking of, and I don't know why, because I know these things, or I should know these things, right? Anyways, I went to go look at her pot. This is how she was. So yeah, she was root bound the whole time. Y'all, I'm very excited. I have a plant podcast. Yes, a plant podcast. It's all about plants. So obviously, if you love my channel, you'll also love the podcast. It's with myself, Richie from Growfold, and Steve from I Love Plants. We talk about any and all things, literally everything plants, all the things. And please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out. I felt bad because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, baby. You were beyond past root bound. Her roots snugged up so tight. The pond leca barely even, like, the roots were taking over. And I knew I was watering her more frequently, but I didn't really think more of it. I think that's another thing / side effect of having a lot of plants. You don't really pay close attention as you should to some plants. Needless to say, I went ahead and repotted her. Y'all, this does not make any sense. Like, look, beyond root bound. And look at these juicy aerial roots. So yeah, I was I was saying to myself, I was like, I am so sorry because yeah, I this was the last thing on my mind. I feel like I literally just repotted him in here. But I didn't. So yeah, it was beyond time, and so I enjoyed my late night plant chore and repotting him. Okay, so I removed the baby from the pot. As you see, these are roots that could not be saved, y'all. It could not be saved, but it's okay. And there are some dried up roots in there as well because he was bone dry. Like hindsight, I'm like, Janae, you were having to, water him more frequently. But yeah, I mean, I just wasn't thinking of him being root bound clearly, but I removed some of those little dry roots as possible that was still left in the pot, and we'll add it whenever I repot this. So here is a clear container. Thank you again to D who sent me a whole bunch of clear containers, but I'm going to use this. It actually fits perfectly in a pot that I found in my attic because I have so many pots, y'all. It's ridiculous, but it comes in handy. It's this one. So fun fact, a bird of paradise was in here, a plant gifted from my mom, and that bird of paradise lasted maybe 3-4 months. It's in plant heaven, but it's okay. So this is the setup, and look, the pot fits perfect, literally nice and snug. So I will be repotting Bruno in here and he will love it. It's definitely like upsize by, I don't know, 2-3 times bigger than what he was in. So I'm feeling 100% confident that this is the right setup and that he's going to love it and finally give me a new leaf that I have been waiting so long for. Okay, so that was like late at night. I didn't record every single thing. I'm trying to get into the balance in like what to record and what not to record, because there's so many times where I'm just like, I do not feel like recording. I just want to go ahead and, I don't know, repot this plant or water my plants without having to worry about the camera and all that stuff. But that's what it was. Completely beyond, without a reasonable doubt, root bound. And so I know he's gonna love it here. And yeah, so next step is, this is only one out of my 2. The other one still needs to be repotted, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have container options. We'll go over that. And I think that's going to lose a lot more roots because of the way it is. I'll show you, but this one, I need to figure out how it's going to go back here. Currently it's on this stand, but I don't think it's very stable, but I could just lift it up from this brown thing and just have the white on the stand and put it back right under the Soltech light and bring everything frontward. I don't know. So we need to figure that out as well.